Bang! Neeves Knives, I'm Jared, and today we're talking about some knives that you should be ready for because they're coming very soon. Now, these knives are available right now. I'm letting you guys know about it because I recently became an affiliate with Giant Mouse. So I do have an affiliate account or affiliate link down in the description, which is awesome because, you know, I've had huge troubles trying to link the micarta version of the Jutland. So now I can. They are available, this exact version. Elmax steel, beautiful micarta. One of the best Giant Mouse knives that I can think of, along with the Sonoma. Multiple different versions, Elmax steel, the micarta. Everything's done so well on this. I gotta admit it, man. This thing is such a good knife. Even the tiny little flipper tab it has, so snappy. Such a snappy flipper tab. Good access to the lock bar. Very smooth on the drop. Now, a lot of people don't realize that this is actually titanium liners. So it's actually a really good deal for this considering the materials, the fit, the finish, the blade steel, you know, just all the details. This is actually priced pretty reasonably. And it is a little bit on the robust side of the grind, you know, because of the spine thickness, but it does get down pretty thin behind the edge. And, you know, it's comfortable in the hand. It's a great EDC. And Giant Mouse, I think, with Elmax is doing a pretty good job. Now, forewarning, there is something new coming very soon that you guys will be seeing. As soon as it drops, I will be doing a video. Next is the Lantra. So we have the WORX Lantra. It dropped today. Now, the thing is it is a pre-sale, not pre-order, meaning they're already done. They're in shipping. If you order it, they will be delivered in the order they were received. So he's going to get them. He'll do his quality control check and then mail them out accordingly. So if you do want to get one of these, now there's multiple different versions. This one's the purple fat carbon fiber version, but there's a plain titanium version. There is a blue fat carbon version and then a regular carbon fiber version. So very, very cool. M390 steel. Extremely, extremely well done. I do have a full first impressions on this. I will put the little card up in the corner if you want to check it out. I go into great details about it. It is a solid little knife. Next, the Raccoon. The Vosteed Raccoon. So the Vosteed Raccoon, well, I think the button lock is available right now. I will have it linked down in the description. But the crossbar lock one will be available anytime, if not right now. Like, it's going to be any day now. So it's coming. So if you guys are wanting to get one of these, if you can pre-order it, I'll link that down in the description. Otherwise, you know, you just might have to wait for it to pop up. But it will be very soon. You know, I'm just not sure exactly what time this video is going up and what time they're going to be available. But keep your eye out on the Vosteed Raccoon if you want to get a Raccoon with a super strong lock, but same fidgety goodness. 14C, different color micartas, and deep carry clip that is inset with flat screws and reversible. This is an awesome one, guys. Great sharpening tool and plunge grind, great ergos, great lock, man. Robust lockup. It's great. Next is one that you guys might not even known about. So this one is the Cogent, Civivi Cogent in 14C 28N, I think it is. Yeah, 14C. And it has a beautiful clip point blade and fat carbon fiber. Very, very good looking carbon fiber. It is solid carbon fiber too. It does have the steel liner still. And now it has a lock. So instead of being just a button lock, because a lot of people, not a lot, their button locks tend to not be the strongest locking system. So this way, if you are really bearing down on it and it is something that you worry about a little bit, you can always click that lock in place when you're really grinding into things, bearing down, and you don't want to accidentally disengage the lock or have it fail on you from, you know, light duty spine wax. I don't know. So far, none of the Civivis have ever failed on me from the button locks, but I know other companies have. So it's nice seeing a little lock, but everything else is the same. Steel's the same, geometry's the same, everything's the same, just different handle materials, and we have a lock now. So pretty cool. Inset deep carry clip that's not reversible on this one. And then, speaking about Vosteed, I forgot to mention the dang Corgis. So the Corgis are basically, I think they're shipping out tomorrow or today. So there's a pre-order, so they're going to mail them out as they get ordered. So if you want to get one of these, they are very cool. They come in a couple different configurations. This one's the black micarta. This one's the green micarta. It's very, very smooth, very fidgety. I like that it's super sleek too. It's, you know, it's super compact. You see the blade fits right inside the handle. It's snappy. The action works really good. Now, right when you get it, it does feel a little bit spongy. Not spongy. Let me see. It feels a little bit light, like the detent. Now, some people just turn the pivot slightly, and you won't get any lock play or anything like that. But it'll make it a lot smoother. And the next thing is just break it in. Just break it in by flipping it. Now, just so everybody knows, anybody who has a button lock, you have to be careful with your pivots backing out. All button locks, all knives are susceptible to hardware coming loose. Now, companies like Vosteed and many others, they don't put red Loctite on it on purpose, which is what we want. We don't want them to do that because that will make it to where we can't take it apart and can't ever maintenance it because it'll strip out the screws if we try to. So they put blue Loctite on there. Now it's a medium hold Loctite. So after smacking it, opening and closing it a bunch of times, sometimes that can break loose, especially after they've been in transit and everything else. So you might have to take the pivot out and put some blue Loctite in it and let it dry, let it cure. Or some people like to use super glue, things like that, but some sort of thread locker so that the pivot doesn't back out, because that will create no detent and play and a lot of other serious problems. But the Vosteed Corgi, very, very good little knife. And then last is this EDC, the EDC by Serge Panchenko, the Panchenko EDC. This one is done by Real Steel, and it's the best Real Steel I've ever tried. It is a drop point blade, beautiful drop point blade. It is literally my style. I think this thing, to me personally, this just is so attractive to me. It catches my eye in so many ways. The choil, the plunge grind, the blade shape, the ergos, the access to the lock bar, titanium liner, which is super thick and robust, by the way, titanium pocket clip. Yeah, it's very well done. Now, the N690 steel, I always prefer a little bit better steel, personally with me, N690 is fine. It's not a big deal. It's just about how it's heat treated. As long as it's heat treated good, it's fine. But I usually prefer 154CM, 14C, or Nitro V over N690. But that's not saying there's anything wrong with N690. N690 is a fine steel. It takes a really good edge, sharpens up easily, easy to maintain, highly responsive to stropping, and yeah. And if it's heat treated really good, it can actually take a pretty decent fine edge. It doesn't hold it very well, so I recommend a medium grit with N690. Now the thing is with this one, I do not know the exact date when this one's going to be available, but if I can, I'll put it right on the screen. But I know it's going to be coming soon because Serge Panchenko was kind enough to send this to me, so shout out to him. And like I said, man, it's my style of knife, so I'm so happy to have this. This thing is so comfortable. It's so good, and I can almost guarantee if you guys get an example like this, you will be happy. Like, it's hard not to be. It's such a good knife. But anyways, I'm not sure the exact date, but hopefully I know it before this video goes up and I can write it on the screen.